Senior State Concierge, and Katie. So welcome to all the guests for coming out today. So today's first meeting of the year. Have you all set your goals and for the year? Because you know what tomorrow is?
Next day.
Tomorrow's Quitter's Day. So tomorrow's the day that about 70% of you will have quit on your goals already. So if you need help getting past tomorrow, reach out to me and I'll hold your hand. We'll get past that at the end of the year. Because then you don't want to get into procrastination either. And so there's one question I ask everybody this time of year. And what that is what's your one thing? If you can do one thing this year, you may have 4 or 5 things on your list, but what's the one thing on your list that if you go and choose one, what would that be? You don't have to tell me right now, but think about that. Write it down, and maybe we can talk about it next time. There's a gentleman here who might be able to tell you a story about the one thing. So, January 16th, Cinco Alzheimer. So, this bill, Sylvie, spoke about this before. 11 years ago, about right now, we were looking for a place for my mother-in-law. She had Alzheimer's, Lewy body, dementia, and it's a hard time to come into a place like this, because this is the last stop. The thing is, how long is that last stop going to be? Fortunately, my mother, she went to a facility up there in Dallas. She was there for 6 months. There was a lady there that was with her, that shared a room with her, and we always talked to her daughter. And when my mother passed away that December, the lady came up to, the daughter came up to my sister and I, and she goes, "You're lucky." I'm lucky for losing my mom. Well, my mother's been here for 10 years, and she hasn't known me for most of those years.
Wow.
So it's like she's been gone for all this time. So this is, these places are tough because it's, like I said, it's the last stop. But what can you do in your business to help make this easier for people? We all do different things, either earlier in the progression of time, from about age 60 till their final days and beyond. Whether you're a estate planning lawyer, Medicare, senior real estate specialist, reverse mortgage, just so many things that we do, and final planning. So we all have a job to do in this time of people's lives to make it easier and simpler. I just went on Medicare here. I turned 65 a month ago. Oh my God.
Oh my
I thought group health insurance was something.
You should have called.
Reality check.
Well, I'm going for my physical tomorrow. I had like a 30-minute questionnaire I had to fill out. Can you draw a clock? I think so.
Can you draw it?
So, check to make sure I'm still cognitive. Well, my name is Chris Living. So, 9 o'clock networking time, we've already done that. Schedule some one-to-ones. So I'm doing the one-to-one day with Alan. 9:30, Mario. So he may step in here. If he does, be sure to say hi and tell him thank you. 9:30, mission statement, vision statement, member benefits. 9:40, networking education moment. That'll be Gail. 9:45, member and guest introductions. Be sure to say your name, company, and business. You'll have 30 seconds. When Don hits the bell over there, you hear his phone ring, then it's time to move on to next. Well, let's see. Alan's not the speaker today, so Mila is. At 10 o'clock, she'll have 15 minutes, and then 10:20 is going to be Rebecca for her case study, and then is this last month's slide?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't change those two, did I? Thank you.
He's still stuck back.
So I'm improvising here. And so the 10:25 open categories, announcements, question and answers, and Twilight Wish, Alzheimer's, etc. So Bill Graff is here. He's the founder of the Senior State Concierge. So Bill, thank you for joining us today. So this is going to be Bill's part of the meeting right there, 10:27. Then we'll adjourn. So,
You get that in 10:27.
So the mission statement is to bridge the gaps in the senior services industry and connect families that are highly trusted and caring senior service professionals, just like I shared a few minutes ago. We provide resources, solutions, options, and education to seniors and families navigating the life changes and challenges. We all together as a collective bunch can help people. I can't do it by myself, you can't do it by yourself, Emily can't do it by herself, but as a collective group, we can work together. You know, Susan, she's reached out to me before for help, you know, so just as a group, we can help people out. Rosie's, resources, options, solutions, education, and service. Vision, the Senior State Concierge seeks to be the go-to trusted resource and solutions organization for seniors and their families. The Senior State Concierge achieves its vision by connecting a full range of senior service professionals and nurturing these professional relationships and together building a team of trusted, skilled, and competent advisors and solution providers. What we are, we're a semi-exclusive, 2 service providers per category. So Medicare, we're gonna have 2 people in there, and for each other position as well. Senior Resource Solutions and Education Organization, with service providers collaborating to provide the best possible services to seniors and families. What we're not a traditional business networking group. So I'll put my finger over that. So Bill needs to give me a new name tag, right?
Yes, yes.
I am a member of BNI, and that one's a traditional, you know, single provider type group, 1 person per category. An exclusive 1 member category networking group. We're not a chamber of commerce. If you want to join a chamber of commerce, I can introduce you to a nice one out here in the Katy area. And we're not a social club. Some member benefits. Connections with trusted senior service providers, opportunity to enhance your business marketing, monthly area chapter meetings, monthly all chapter meeting, 2 service providers per category, member business marketed through the website, social media, events, and print materials. How many people have been on the website during the past month? Oh, that's great.
Good.
So, senior community education events, opportunity to join multiple chapters, an opportunity to present at meetings and events, referrals between members and nonprofits, Twilight Wish, Alzheimer's, and others. So senior community education events, I brought up something to Bill here the other day. I met with the wholesaler I work with for long-term care insurance. And he was talking about how the newest deals for our seminars, instead of me doing a seminar on long-term care insurance where I'm talking to, is to do panel discussions. So I shared that with Bill to think about me putting together some panels, to do panel discussions on different things, to have someone moderate that. So we might think about doing that this year. Well, not think about, we will be doing that as on that list. Networking moment. So, Mr. Gill Stilson.
Thank you, Chris.
Make sure you stand right there.
So, did you know that 90% of new business comes from networking? And when they're networking, they make the decision about whether or not they're going to continue the conversation with you in the first couple seconds. And most of the introductions, you will listen to them today, but most of them are ineffective. It could be improved. This is just the start. The most important thing that we'll do is after this meeting, when we're having one-to-ones with each other and seeing how we could help build each other's business. So how many of you consider yourself an expert networker?
I'm okay. I'm not an expert.
One hand raised.
Okay. I'm good. One hand pointed.
So, how many of you would like to learn more about networking? All the hands go. So, there is a 12-week course on networking, business networking. This is some of the things that it covers. And I won't go over each one of them, but you can look at them and you can read as fast as I can talk. So, you'll see the 12 different ones. Oh, and there's a bonus one in addition to it. Now, okay? $4,997. And believe me, it's worth every penny of it. But it's on sale or discounted for $29.97. How would you like to get this course absolutely free? No cost at all. Let me tell you how you can. First thing you do is you invite a prospective member to come to one of our meetings. Second thing you do is to help them become a member, because when they get through the process of becoming a member, when their membership is finalized, Bill Graff has put the stamp of approval on you as one of the trusted members, you will receive that 12-week networking course at no cost. And the new member, like Rebecca and Mila, will receive the course also at no cost. You get a $5,000 deal just by inviting people that can benefit the organization. I'm going to tell you a little bit about podcasts, and the reason that some of these are colored in yellow is because those individuals are members of this chapter. We've done 12 podcasts so far. Podcasts are the most influential media, more than TV and radio and social media and movie stars and texting and emailing. For every dollar that's invested in a podcast, $4.90 comes back. So how many of you have watched the podcast?
Or listen to one.
Everybody's watched the podcast, haven't you? How many of you are doing podcasts? There's a few of you that have done a podcast for Senior State Concierge. Good. Podcasts are expensive. So you have to have sponsors. Again, those marked in yellow are members of this chapter that have already been a sponsor for, did I miss anybody?
Home helpers.
How did I miss Home Helpers? It's there.
I see it.
Yeah.
It's
In the
the
letter
same.
Underneath Shaft Donaldson.
It's a sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go, I see it now.
Uh-huh.
I was looking for the highlight.
Ortega Law
But it
Firm.
should be highlighted.
Yes.
Okay.
And Ortega Law Firm is a member of our board.
We
Yeah.
should
Yeah.
have, one more in there. So that's actually, 7 of our members here that have not been.
No, it says podcast sponsors. That's the next.
Now, you'll notice a 2 after Gulf Coast Movers. You don't have to stop at just one podcast. If you'd like to have a second podcast, like Gulf Coast Movers, you can do that. Or you can do like MedPro USA Health Services, and you can buy 12 for the price of 10. So you can do. So keep that in the back of your mind. Let me know when you want to do it. So how to be a podcaster? Well, to be a sponsor, it costs somewhere between $200, $500. You can spend as much as $1,000 to do a podcast, okay? Because we've got a special deal. You can do a podcast with Senior State Concierge as a sponsor for $50. So, anyone that's not, oh, and there's no requirement that you have to be a member of this chapter, okay? Or any of the Senior State Concierge chapters. what we'll do is give you a sample ad. Now, those of you that are podcast sponsors, receive one of these, and you can tweak it, or you can use your own 50 words, whatever you'd like to do. Oh, I told you about the special thing. Okay, and then you pay, just hit the QR code, and you make the payment there. I want to tell you about one more thing, and that is the member orientation program. We're in the process of putting this together, but these are some of the things so that when you become a new member, it's just not like throwing you to the wolves or saying, just watch everybody else and do what they're doing type of thing. So we'll actually have a manual with all that information on there for you. So, let's share senior state concierge. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Gabe.
So I got thrown to the woods. I get a phone call one day and say, hey Chris, let's go out to lunch. Go out to lunch, and these two sitting there and go, we'd like to have you be the chapter leader. What do? Well, show up to the meeting next week, we'll show you. So.
And you've done a fabulous job.
Yeah.
Need a new name tag. I don't want one of those little sparkles on it. Member introductions. So we always say this every month, Bill Graff, and he usually isn't here, but today he is.
Hey, how about
Mr. Graff.
Oh, okay, I'm up first. All right, well, I'm Bill Graff. I am a senior real estate specialist and a broker with CB&A Realtors and part of the Graff Donaldson Realty Group. We serve seniors and families all around the Houston area, but mainly in the west, northwest area. Also the founder of the Senior Estate Concierge. You know, we founded this from my real estate business, needing to help some families as we were selling the home and they needed all these other services. And they said, we need one place to call to get good trusted services. And we need all these. We need estate planning attorney, we need movers, we need estate sales, we need financial help, we need all these things. And so I said, okay, I don't have no idea where you're gonna find that. So I started a group 6 years ago and we've grown since because there's such a need for it. Real quick, I won't take too long, but you know, some of the things that Gail was talking about, the podcast, the member orientation program, the networking education, that's all to add value to the members that are coming in. I mean, our ultimate goal is to serve seniors and families. That's our primary mission. But we also, as a membership program, and I won't get into how it all started that way, but we want to add value to you all, and you all add value to us, right? Because that's how we'll work together and we can add value for everybody. So anyway, Bill Graff, if you have any questions about TSEC or real estate, give me a call.
Thank you, Bill. Next up, Gail.
You may know me as the growth consultant for Senior State Concierge, but I'm also a member of Senior State Concierge, and I am a senior wellness consultant. I help seniors and their families live longer, healthier lives through a combination of nutrition, physical activity, we used to call that exercise.
Sorry,
Thanks for 30 seconds.
No, shut off.
Stop, get to stop it. There is no so, we include memory training, stress management, all of these things. And for 3 things that you can learn today at no cost, email Gail at seniorestateconcierge.com to improve your health. Your health is your wealth.
Good.
We are 30 seconds. It's 30 seconds.
Yes.
Okay.
After my presentation.
Okay.
So good morning, Chris Lehman, financial advisor. So co-author of this book called It's Complicated. There's a storyline in the book about Russ and Yvonne going through their lives from 60 till their final days beyond. And Bill's actually in the book. So he's a senior real estate specialist that helps Russ and Yvonne downsize. Then Alan, he's Carrie in the book. He's the one that did the reverse mortgage for when Russ and Yvonne downsized as well, so they could utilize the assets in their house there to help pay for the long-term care, things like that. So when you get older, if your client gets older, do they want to live in a facility like this, or do you want to live in a Medicare facility out there in the middle of nowhere? Let's make a plan so you and your honey don't run out of money. Give me a call, Chris Liverpool. So Mario's not here. Don, you're up. Oh, let me get this timer up now.
My name is Don Pruitt, I'm a Medicare specialist. I help find your way through that maze called Medicare. There is an open period right now from January 1st to March 31st for anyone that you know who is already on a Medicare Advantage plan, and for some reason or another, it's not working for them, they can switch to another. I worked with one yesterday. The lady, none of her doctors were in her plan, so we switched her to a new plan, and she's really good to go. If you have a Medicare problem, just call Don. Thank you.
Well
Okay.
done, well done.
Perfect. Get a timer right there.
I'm Alan Murder with Financial Flexibility Services, and I help seniors who want to remain in their home or have to remain in their home convert some of the equity in their home so they don't run out of money. And I help this group because the frustration all of us have as providers is we have seniors that want our services and we want to provide the services. I am the mayonnaise in the sandwich. I show them how to find the money they have in their walls to use our services.
Thank you, sir. Emily.
Emily Ring with Home Helpers. We do non-medical home care, anywhere from companionship to fully bedridden hospice assistance. We specialize with Alzheimer's. We keep 90% of our caregivers certified for Alzheimer's. That's a 8.5 hour course certification. And Emily Ring with Home Helpers. And I'm hiring for marketers. So if anybody knows marketers in Central Houston, I'm hiring.
That's great.
You
Thank
can
you.
give a 30-second till you know your speed.
All right, let's see. Rebecca.
Oh, okay. I thought I was all the way at the bottom, so I was just sitting back and
Just testing
relaxing.
everybody.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Rebecca Davis with Dignity Memorial. We are the largest provider for funerals, cemetery, and cremation. I help a lot of seniors make their final arrangements so their family don't have to do it. It's a really emotional time when someone passes away, so one of the kindest things that people can do is actually get their plan ahead of time. They get a discount, they can pay for it over time, and they take all the worry off of their family. Rebecca Davis with Dignity Memorial.
Thank you.
Good morning, my name is Mila from Medpro USA Health Services. I'm an owner and a director. I help people stay at home. Instead of staying in the hospital or skilled nursing facility, we provide all the skilled nursing and the therapy needs at home. So, they don't need to stay at the ICU or hospital bed anymore. This is Mila. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. We should be doing the presentation today. And then we got Colin.
Hi, Colin Atchison, Blue Moon Estate Sales of Katy, which includes Richmond, Cypress, and all points in between. We do liquidation of household assets, so when somebody is downsizing, perhaps to a senior living community, they have a house full of stuff that they can't take with them. And what we do is we go in and very rapidly turn that house full of stuff into revenue, which will go back into their pockets.
Thank you. Susan.
Okay, 30 seconds. Good morning.
I'm Susan Salvin. I am with Always Best Care, and we service the markets of all of Fort Bend County and pretty much most of Houston and the metropolitan area. We are a VA provider. We also are accept long-term care insurance and we receive referrals directly from a particular long-term care insurance policy. What that means is we've been vetted and they select us as opposed to other people. focus is non-skilled medical care. That being said, we do have an RN on board for RN delegated duties. In addition to that, we have a person who is helping people with more extreme needs as well, like fiduciary needs to handling their assets, or we took somebody who's going to now get a tumor removed from her body that is humongous. So we kind of are hand-holding her. 30-second rule.
Thank you.
Susan's help.
Joe, so Joe, he's replacing Blake, the junk luggers.
Hey guys, I'm Joe with Junk Luggers. We do commercial residential junk removal. Well, how we can help these good folks like you is seniors is the main thing that we like to help out, because we're able to get their houses cleaned out once they're going to assisted living or anything of that nature. Good referral for us guys. Anybody that you know that needs something removed from their home. Real estate agents, brokers, anybody that has no job too big or too small for us, we'll be there. Thank you.
So testimony for Joe is I saw a Facebook post about him the other day. Somebody referred him to go out and do a house clean out, and him and his team got out there and cleaned out the house in just a matter of a couple of hours and had it done. All kinds of great reviews and comments on that, so great job, Joe. All right, so got all the members, so let's go here to Sandeep.
Hi everyone, Sandeep Bang. We are the owners of Hear Again America. We're a new hearing aids facility in Richmond, right off of 99. We've been open for about 3 months now. We take all commercial insurance as well as self-pay. And we are manufacturer agnostic, right? So we work with all big manufacturers, and what sets us apart is this long-term relationship that we create with all of our patients, so that they know that they have a trusted advisor in getting them.
So if you want to introduce your business partner.
And Todd is the provider at the clinic.
So I'm the one that is the point of contact for our patients. My name is Todd Ely. I do the testing. We do full comprehensive hearing exams, complimentary for anybody who wants them. Then we talk about their best ways of moving forward for them. So we keep in mind their budget, we keep in mind their environment, and we keep in mind their hearing loss. So we have to match all those things. If you can't afford it, doesn't matter how great it is. So my job is to help them hear better, whatever their needs are.
Thank you.
Well,
Awesome. All right, everybody.
Skip the next slide.
Good. All right. Now we got Mila. So Mila's gonna do her presentation today. She has 15 minutes. So about 12 minutes of presentation, 3 minutes for questions and answers. So Don, if you set a timer for 12 minutes, then we'll get into questions and answers. Gail, is this?
Yeah, she has her slides.
So just hit the side here to go forward.
Oh, okay. Thank
There you go.
Okay. Good morning, Mira again. Okay. My company name is MedPro USA Health Services. I spent lots of time with my husband thinking about my business name. So I came up with the MedPro USA. After that, so many people named their company name MedPro something. MedPro Stepping something. So I receive a lot of calls. They want to do the employment verification. And actually, they never work for our company. They used to work for MedPro something. So this is my name I come up with, MedPro USA Health Services. Okay, we are a licensed and certified home health agency. I started as a licensed home health agency, but some insurance company kick us out, saying, "Oh, you don't have a, certified home health agency category, so we don't accept you anymore." So I spent my 2023 prepare for the Medicare certification. I didn't accept any patient. My census was just stopped there because I just want to pass the certification very well. So I passed it with zero deficiency. Okay, and we meet our industry's high standard of excellence because we are licensed in Texas, certified by Medicare, and also accredited by the TSEC. TSEC is their criteria is very, very high. They went through everything for 3 days whenever they come here. They are very scary people. So we passed that one. I am so proud of it.
Did
So I've been a registered nurse since 1991. Okay, I've been working everywhere. I have a license in California, New York, Kansas, and Texas, and Michigan. I've been everywhere. And also, meanwhile, I also want to be a clinical psychologist. So I studied since 1998 clinical psychology. So I finally got my PhD in clinical psychology from Wayne State University in Michigan, and minor in health psychology. So all my research is all about how our mind affects our body. That's what I have been doing it. My last job, I worked at the Detroit Receiving Hospital, mostly handled the trauma patient, gunshot patient, and all those things. I went to the emergency room and I had to interview all those patients. And later on, I realized it's against my personality. I'm the one, I have a very positive energy, and I like to help people, but I'm not good with handling the trauma day and night. So, and home health, I have experience as an agency nurse before, because as a nurse, I've been working everywhere, hospital, home health, everywhere. Skilled nursing, I used to be a director of the skilled nursing facility too, and Alzheimer unit, everything. And I got to know about the home health, and I know the marketing opportunity, and it fit my personality because I like to help people, and that's my nature, and I believe I have that talent. So I opened a mine in 2013, and we are located in the Hedwick Village by the Katy Freeway, like a feeder road next to the Memorial High School. And my daughter went to the Memorial High School. That's why I picked the location. So we focus on the medical, okay? We put the non-medical too because our Medicaid patient, the state provide the non-medical services, but our focus is the medical. Target market, I put all ages and health condition because I started providing service for the pediatric first, 9 months old, 10 months old. But now, after we got the Medicare, I expanded to the all population, focusing on the geriatric population. My mission, okay, it's not all about making money. I already make a good income. So it's more than enough for me, okay? And money is not my priority. I have enough. But what I want to do, anything I do, has to be matched with my life goal. Something I have to enjoy. If I don't enjoy while making the money, I don't want to do it. I'd rather just go to the mountain, I just stay there with the animals. That's more close to my nature. So I want to provide, because I meet a lot of families and I know how much they suffer. And I experience a lot of home health agency. A lot of them are terrible. I can say that they are terrible. Some of them, they don't care. They consider client as a number and how much money they're gonna bring. That's what they do all the time. My mission, I want to provide a peace of mind. My parents are in South Korea. I'm very close to them. I talk to them every day, 1 hour, that's my routine, because they are the one give most love to me. I went through a lot of difficulties with origin. I'm very emotionally stable because of the love I received from my parents. So when I see anyone here, I see them as my parents, or my friends, or my sister, or brother, or my children. That's what I want to do. So I want to give the peace of mind, knowing we deliver the best care to the client. And treat every client as if they are part of my family, and hire only the most highly qualified professionals. Okay, with my clinical psychology background, I can tell if someone is very good or not, but sometimes I miss it, and I experience them couple of months, and I know they are not for us. I let them go right away. Let them go, because if their philosophy doesn't meet with mine, I cannot work with them. So, okay, services we provide is home health services. Now, I work with the Medicaid patient too, so, I accustomed to, environment with the, like a low SES group. I feel for them, I go there and one family, one small apartment, 10 people live there, child crawling on the floor, they cannot even eat, they have to grab anything and put all kind of things, really. And I'm, very sad. But now we have a Medicare certified, so now I try to focus on the more Medicare population right now. So maybe I have to get a lot of advice from you about the Medicare services. And for the homeless, so I will talk about practicing nursing. That was the main thing we used to do that. Pediatric and adult, and the rest of them hospital to home care and specialized advanced care. Skilled nursing. Most of the time after the surgery, injury, diabetes, stroke, cardiac event, medication management, wound care, acute or chronic disease, or IV. Like a medication management looks simple but very complicated. When I visit the client, I see they bring out the insulin which is 3 years, expired 3 years ago. They bring that kind of insulin and they say, okay, they give the shot if the sugar level is high or something, or they take the same kind of medication, basically like a blood thinner with a different brand name. They take the double dose all the time. So I go through everything. I check the refrigerator and cabinet, everything, and then make sure they take the correct medication. And doctors, they don't talk to each other. So, they have an insurance, they go to this doctor, and get so many medication, and they don't even know. They don't even know how it is gonna address it. The effect they don't know. So very important, and also do the therapy service, PTOT, speech, and medical social services is very important. When I notice client needs some help, I send a social worker, because I'm very familiar with the Medicaid and the Medicaid waiver program too. So if I think the client needs help, I find resources. Or it doesn't matter they become our client or not, because I know, so I cannot ignore, so I help them to find the help from the government. And we are home health aid care. If someone is qualified for either skilled nursing or therapy, and if they need the help, I send the home health aid care. But it's temporary, it's not like a caregiver stay at home all the time, because Medicare, they don't pay for the long-term care services. It will be just and when they need either skilled nursing or therapy services. And medical services, the coverage is limited, may apply according to their insurance. Okay, so criteria to meet Medicare home health services. We accept not only Medicare, Medicaid is very similar too, but commercial insurance depends on their criteria. But for the Medicare part, we need to have a doctor's order. So doctor can fax the order. So most of the time, okay. So doctor's order and need at least nursing or therapy and has to meet the criteria for the homebound and has to receive the service from the Medicare certified home health agency like us. Okay, there are so many home health agencies, but they are not Medicare certified. Okay, so these are the common medical conditions requiring home health: COPD, diabetes, heart disease, post-surgical cancer, asthma, pneumonia, orthopedic condition, arthritis, fracture, joint replacement, wound care, stroke, balance, kidney disease, infectious disease, all acute or chronic disease. Okay, most of them they don't know they qualify for the Medicare service or not. Just call me. I'll find out if they meet the criteria or not. Okay, and breakthrough nursing, we take care of these people 24 hours. Anyone have a trach and ventilator? My nurses stay at home 12-hour shift, day and night, and they provide all this care. Breathing treatment, trach care, G-button care. If they have a TPN, they give the TPN, central line, PIC line, all kind of line, they do it. They are pediatric to elderly. A lot of them have oxygen. Okay, benefit, lots of benefit. Imagine, nurse handle everything. Nurse call the DME, nurse call the pharmacy, nurse call the doctor's appointment. The family, they can have their own time. Okay, how to study? Just call me and ask. Most of the time, doctor, they don't know. doctor don't care about the home health, okay? Patient receive a lot of help, but doctor don't care. In that case, just client or family, they can call me. Mila, can you find out if he qualified for the home health service? I'll find out and let you know. Yeah, okay. Specialized care, okay. So we are the trusted partner in home health care. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Questions and answers.
Oh, okay. Okay. Any question?
Where do you go? All over Houston?
Yes, for the nursing part, I have a patient in everywhere. Conno, Humboldt, PLN, Katy,
so all
Houston, everywhere. Yes.
Okay.
Do you guys do IVs in the home?
Yes, we do, but not the specialized one, like a cancer medication. There is a home health agency only certified for that one, but regular IV, yeah, we do. Yes. Yes.
I just love your personal story and mission. Thank you for sharing.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you, yeah.
Thank you.
That's good.
We agree
Yes.
on that.
Any other question?
So well organized, so informative.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
You did
Well
great.
done, very good.
So her mission statement, tell you what, you know, that's so special when you shared that.
Thank
So
you.
thank you for sharing that with all of us. I mean, just, that really touched me. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And to tell you what, the timer goes out, Mila's done.
A mark of a well-run company.
Keep going. There you go.
All right, so now we're doing the case study. It's Rebecca's turn.
So you go back-to-back Koreans. So that's very exciting for everyone.
Forward button there.
Okay.
5 minutes.
So I get 5 minutes. All right. So you don't need to hear that. Okay. My case study is one family, two solutions. I had a family come in, and it was two brothers and their wives. They were actually came to one of our dinners. We host dinners monthly all over the city, and they came, and their sister came as well, but they were retired dentists. Those aren't their real names. Charlie Chang and Jimmy Chang, and his wife. One set wanted cremation, and the other set wanted traditional burial. When I talked to Charlie, we spent a lot of time together, and one of the things he mentioned is he had a forever son, and so he wanted to make sure that he got him taken care of. His mother-in-law, his wife, wanted to make sure her mom was taken care of. So what we did is we did 4 different cremations for them, so that they 4 different cremations, as well as we found the columbarium in Forest Park Southwest, which is one of our cemeteries. We have 9 different cemeteries. It was actually located in Richmond, Texas. Each columbarium fits 2 people, and all they have to do is pay for 1 columbarium, and 2 people fit in there. So it was a really great solution, because husband and wife were in one, and mom and grandmother were in the other one. Jimmy Chang, on the other hand, I want to say Jimmy Chu, but that was anyway. Jimmy Chang and his wife wanted 2 traditional burials, and he was a little bit freer with the cash. And so we looked at the same cemetery. They ended up getting 2 traditional funerals at our funeral home in Sugarland, Sedgwick. We actually have over 42 locations all across the city. And so they ended up getting 2 traditional funerals. But then also they wanted a place, a resting place. So we went back to the cemetery. 2 different families. I asked if they wanted some sort of family, place where they could have both cremation and burials. And they looked at each other and said, "We've already spent enough time together in a lifetime. We don't need a forever home together." So anyway, we had a really neat solution. We had a new section open up that had spaces near the water. But some of them actually came with headstones already available. And the price for 3 spaces plus the headstone was actually, it wasn't a discount, but it was a value, because it actually came with something already. And so that's what we did for them. So while they were brothers, they spent their whole life together, they owned a dental practice together, They did not want to be together. They wanted different dispositions. They wanted different things, and we were able to solve both of those issues. Same. I don't know if they know this. Their funerals are at the same funeral home, but we won't tell them. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Does anybody have any questions for Rebecca?
That's pretty straightforward.
If you run into Jimmy and don't tell them I told them.
Well, thank you very much, both of you, for your presentations. Very well done. So open categories, long-term care insurance, senior real estate specialist. So we had ER here, stepped in and then she had to leave. If you got to meet her, might invite her to come back again. Senior patient advocacy, memory care, in-home skilled nursing care, elder care, executor support, Medicare insurance, handyman remodeling. So this is a huge one here.
It is, it is.
I was at a seminar here a couple days ago, and she was a gerontological environmentalist, something like that. So what she does is works with getting everything done in the environment around the senior done, as far as their home and their living circumstances, and to be all prepared. You know, when you're thinking about downsizing and Bill's out showing houses, can that house be converted to be your forever house? And when Alan helps them give them some money there to be that forever house, can that be converted? Can the handrails be put up? Can the doors be widened, or are they already wide enough? Can you just get in the shower, things like that? So a handyman would be great for those homes that aren't ready. Hospice care, transportation, mental health support, movers, medical equipment, supplies.
What about a roofer?
The gentleman that.
Sure. Most any of those trades.
Yeah,
really belong to
Yeah,
the
going to
organizations.
HVAC or anything
Yeah.
that would be helpful to seniors.
You know, just people you can trust, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And
10% to
I'll say something on the transportation. I get a fair amount of calls on transportation, patient transportation. So if anybody knows a company that you work with that might be interested in coming and joining, let me know, because I
It's
think
gonna
that's a
be-
really important one.
It's gonna become more important because probably 2/3 of the Medicare insurance companies no longer provide those transportation.
Oh, wow, okay.
They did up until this year, and now they're gone. Some people were getting 40, 50 rides a year,
Wow.
and they're getting 0 now, so they're looking for people, but they really need to be somebody with specialty equipment for wheelchairs.
Yeah, yeah.
And they'll have to get certified.
That's
Mm.
because I will tell you, probably Emily does the same thing as my company. That we'll provide transportation to and from doctor's appointments or things like that. Our caregiver will go there and stay there, and that's what we do. The challenge is that when they have a wheelchair, and fitting that in the vehicle for
Yeah.
that, and that's. There is a company that if somebody knows of a need, I'd have to take a few moments to research it, that does provide the wheelchair. It's not an inexpensive thing to do.
It's not.
Yeah.
Mm.
So if we have anybody though, we can call you or Emily or Mila.
If you have anything, you can call me or Emily in terms of, providing transportation to and from a doctor's
Yeah,
appointment,
okay.
things like that, or running errands, or grocery store, because they don't wanna hire, do it off the internet. I'm sure Emily provides it, I do, in terms of being able to do that transportation.
Okay, good to know.
Bill, on the background checks there, you want to check their insurance, make sure this is not a personal auto policy, because that will not cover.
Yeah.
And a lot of these people were just basically someone in a minivan or car, they had a magnet
Yeah.
sign they stuck on the side of the car, and all of a sudden said they were a transportation person.
I've got a
That's
good friend of
not-
mine, I've got a good friend of mine that used to work for, well, he used to be with a big ambulance company, and then he went into, I think, with the county, or the state as a compliance, I don't know, officer or whatever, for transportation companies like that. So, I'll have him check on things if we get a company in, yeah.
So the chapter members in prospect categories, so like Susan, she's in-home non-med care, so you know, to be searching for in-home skilled care. Mac, he's not here today, so it really throws off my whole day, my whole meeting here. I feel like a lot
I
of
thought you
balance,
looked off
you know.
today.
And so I have to give him a call just to get back. Don, you know, so he's responsible for looking at the long-term care personnel. Basically, that's gonna be his handoff there. A lot of people think that, Medicare, covers, long-term care. That they think, oh, well, they'll, pay for this facility here. Sorry. So it doesn't work. Me, bookkeeper, so I do have a bookkeeper I need to invite. Testimonials and announcements. So, Bill, this is your slide, so why don't you get up here and share about Twilight Wish?
All right.
And any announcements?
And I can't. Well, yeah. Okay. Which way we go? Okay. How many people know about Twilight Wish? All right. So for those that don't, Twilight Wish is our national nonprofit that we support. We being Senior State Con Chair. It is a national nonprofit similar to Make-A-Wish for kids, but it's for seniors. And they started 25 years ago, something like that. So we are looking for wishes for seniors 65 and over. They have to meet certain criteria, give back to the community during their life, and have some financial restrictions. If you know anybody like that needs something or has a bucket wish type of list, wish, let us know, and we'll try to fulfill those wishes. Okay. So that's Twilight Wish. We did a whole bunch of them when we first started. A couple of them made the news, and that was getting us going with more as people saw it on the news. But now we've kind of stopped. So we need more wishes. Really, the VA, any kind of veterans are a perfect place for that. So if you know anybody, let us know. The only announcement I would say is next Wednesday is the all chapter meeting. You guys are all welcome, member or not, just RSVP on our website because it is a lunch meeting. Belmont Village, Hunters Creek does the lunch for us. That's where it is. So we just need RSVP, a good head count for that. That's it for me. I was going to say one other thing. My one thing, about 10 years ago, this gentleman said, Bill, what's your one thing you're going to do this year? And I said, well, I'm going to finally start Senior State Cons here. And that's what we did. So February will be 6 years, but it was probably about 10 years ago that you and I sat down and talked about that. Chris has been a good friend of mine for probably 15 years or so. So think about that one thing, because that's why we are all here now. So that's it for me. What else you got? Thank you.
So we were really good friends until about 6 years ago. So I took him on a bike ride one day. They didn't talk to me for a year. So think about your one thing. What is it? Put it down on paper. Look at it every single day. Write it on your mirror. Put it on a Post-it note. Read it every morning. So mine, I write, and then I draw a picture that's related to that goal. So I'm not only just writing it, I'm drawing a picture. No one has to see your pictures. I'm not an artist. So make sure you know exactly what your one thing is. And just one last word is that song by Tim McGraw as far as
No. Speaker.
next meeting. Yep. So Tim McGraw, the one about skydiving, bull riding, and mountain biking, and so you ever hear about me having to go to a place like this? Take me out to do one of those things. So thank you for attending. Our next meeting is February 20th. Who will be the member speaker? So that's going to be Rebecca. I saw you raise your hand. So. Because you moved your hand, so you win.
Next time I'll stay still.
And then
I'll look up.
Yeah.
I'll do the case study next month. And then the all chapter meeting January 22nd, like what Bill just shared. So make it a great day. Make it a great week. If you want to know more about the Senior State Concierge and what, how it can help your business, how it can help us, then please reach out. You got my card. Get together for one-to-one. Al and I have one-to-one right after the meeting today. And thank you so much. That's it.
Thank you, Chris.